Greetings, everybody. It's your old pal Frank here, and happy Friday, and welcome once again. It's been a while to everyone's favorite show on YouTube, the Friday Recap. If you hear a little noise in the background, I apologize. That is my AC running. I don't have a special AC silencer condenser thingamajig for YouTube videos. Sorry. Anyway, so yes, welcome to the Friday Recap. Got a couple of items in the mail this week. I got this on Tuesday. This came in yesterday. And this came in, don't want to show any addresses, today. So, a little bit of everything. But before we get into anything, you guys know the routine around here, and that is we do not look at anything or open anything until we have our card of the day. Now, I know the playoffs are over, and now trades are going on. And the big trade today out of the hockey world is one Mr. Darren Radish. Got traded from the Tampa Bay Lightning to the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he signed a 8-year, I don't know how much, contract. So, in honor of Darren Radish going to the Toronto Maple Leafs, no, our card of the day is not Darren Radish's young gun, but it is this 06-07 Parkhurst autograph of Toronto Maple Leafs legend, one Mr. Johnny Bower, aka the China Wall. So there you go. You can't say I've never said anything nice about Toronto. Anywhoos. Also, I have a couple more of these autographs coming in eventually. I picked up 2 off of Facebook Marketplace, and I found another 3 or 4. However, I messaged the one who had them for sale and didn't hear back from the guy for over a week, so I kind of gave up on them. But I'll see if they're still on Marketplace, and if they are, I'll try sending the guy another message, because one of them is the Marcel Dion auto. There's the other one is Dennis Potvin. One of them is Paul Henderson. Like, these are some of like the bigger, pricier autos, and I'd like to get them because, well, I've been having a lot of luck finding these lately, and now my collection, there's I think 100. There's 100 in the entire autograph set, because they basically did a complete parallel autograph set to the base set, and then once you start getting into the dual autos, well, those are insanely expensive because, well, they're, I think, short printed or something. But I'm already up to about, I think, good 20 already of these. So I'm at about, yeah, like roughly 20% complete of the autograph set. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So anywho, so now that we know what we're getting into today, I am going to do as usual, release everything from their bubble mailer / PWE prisons, and get right back to you with the card goodness. Alrighty? Sit tight. Go get a drink. I already got mine. Go get a snack too, you know, whatever. And I'll be right back. Okay? Okay, 1 sec.
2 hours later.
Alrighty, folks, I am back. I got everything out of their packaging, and we're ready to rock and roll. And I can say this, just looking closer at this little stack of 71, 72 O-Pee-Chee hockey cards. There's going to be a few that are placeholders for now till I get a better condition version of that card, because there's some rough ones in here. So, if anyone out there, and this feels so weird saying this, if anyone out there collects really poor conditioned hockey cards, let me know. And if any that are shown in today's video pique your interest, send me a message and I will happily send them your way. Alrighty, so let's kick things off with the 74-75 O-Pee-Chee Stanley Cup Champions card featuring the Philadelphia Flyers. This one's in good shape, so that's a keeper. And actually, I have a little side quest that I'm on. I'm trying to collect every Stanley Cup or Stanley Cup champion card. Like, there was a bunch of them back in the, late 60s, early 70s. And then for a while it stopped, and then early 2000s, O-Pee-Chee put the trophy cards out again. And now I think in Stature they have the Stanley Cup card, and they have the whole color wave thing or whatever. But I'm trying to collect as many actual Stanley Cup or Stanley Cup champion cards as possible. So that's one for the set. Alright, now on to the 71-72 O-Pee-Chee stuff. So let's kick things off with Mr. Lou Nanne, and right off the bat, I'm sure you notice it, he's got a big old stapler mark right across almost the bridge of his nose. So that's a placeholder. I'll try and make two piles, placeholder, keepers. Next, we got the second team All-Star card of the Roadrunner, Mr. Yvon Cournoyer, and yeah, as you can see, it's got some bad corners, so that one will also be in the placeholder pile for now. Next, we got Mr. Barry Wilkins. This one's in nice shape. Well, okay. Now that I shine the light on it, I see that giant crease running down the middle of it. But, yeah. Okay, anyway. That'll probably be a placeholder. We got Ron Stewart, and that one, you could already see the line there. So, yeah. We got Peter McDuff, and I just realized this has tape on it. Yikes. We got Dave Ballin. Pretty dinged up corner there, dinged up corner there. This is probably the worst out of this whole stack. This Guy Lapointe. Look at that. Well, there's also the big crease there, but the bottom has been sliced with an X-Acto knife or something. So it's a good thing I didn't pay a lot for these. We got Stan Gilbertson, that really mucked up corner. We have Dan Johnson. That one's pretty rough too. And we got Gary Jarrett. That's a rough one. So I think out of this whole stack, the only really decent one, and I'm kind of thankful that it is a keeper, because this one is one of the more pricier ones in the set. It's Derek Sanderson. So, yeah. Now, mind you, on the back, there's a bit of a crease there, but at least it doesn't really go through to the front, so he goes in the keeper pile. Got another addition to the Gary Smith player run. This is his I think this is 72-73, or yeah, 72.73. So there we go. And then we finish off this whole bundle with a couple new Martys. So we got the 1995 O-Pee-Chee Marquee Men, and we got the 06-07 O-Pee-Chee New Jersey Devils team checklist. And I don't know if that's the gold, if that's a gold parallel, or they all look like that. Hold on. Let me take a look at the notes here. 06-07 O-Pee-Chee Marty Brodeur checklist. Nope. Okay, so it's not a gold insert or anything like that. It's just a plain old checklist. So again, if anyone out there collects, as I said, bad conditioned vintage hockey, well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 cards here. If you're interested, hit me up in the comments below or hit me up on Instagram. And if you want them, I'll put them aside. Send me your shipping info and whatnot, and I will gladly send them out to you. Next, we got a 1-for-1 trade here. I did a Patrice Bergeron, who I just found out the other day will be getting his number retired by the Bruins. I think that's fitting. I mean, the guy played from what, 2000, was it 2003 to 2023? He played 20 years for the Bruins. Yeah, I think it's well deserved. Anyway, so I traded a Patrice Bergeron Flow of Time from the Tim Hortons set for a 21-22 Tim Hortons Team Canada trios of Andrew Mangiapane, Connor Brown, and Adam Henrique. So this has been a insert set that's kind of been a little more tougher to add to as of recently, because these ones still fetch a pretty penny. Especially the legend one. Like, there's the one with Gretzky, Bobby Hull, and I think it's Mario Lemieux on it. Yeah, I think that's still like a $40 or $50 card. But I was happy that the guy who proposed the trade to me was willing to offer one of these up. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then the final card I got to show off for you today is from another rather tough insert set to be putting together. As much as you know how much I love and am trying to put this autograph set together, I've also mentioned and showed numerous times that I'm also building the 2020-21 Upper Deck Series 2 box filler set. And the reason why that set's so hard to build is because the box filler cards are, I think, 1 in 200 or something. I think they're case hits. And luckily, except for like the Bob Probert, which is still like it's like a $30 card, a lot of the other ones have really come down in price since, well, 2020-21. A lot of them range between like $9 or $10, and again, except for the Bob Probert one, I think they go up to at least maybe like $15, which I am more than happy to pay. And so we have another addition to the box filler set. This time from the Minnesota North Stars, we have one Mr. Basil McRae. And if you want to see a hell of a scrap I think there's a real doozy between Basil McRae and Chris Nyland. And whew, talk about a heavyweight bout. But yeah, I don't know. I just really like this insert set. I love hockey, tough guys. I love the enforcers, you know. And I figured this was a pretty cool set to go after. Of course, leave it to me to go after a case hit style insert set, but luckily they're pretty darn affordable, and I will be having a few more coming my way in the near future. So there we go, old Basil McRae for you to finish your Friday video. So that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know the routine. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know what were some of your favorite cards shown today. As well, before leaving, make sure to dip on down into the description of today's video, as well as every other video I post, because there's always a ton of awesome links down there to a ton of awesome channels that I think you should be checking out if you're not already. And of course, before leaving, if you'd like to, though you don't have to if you don't want to, click that subscribe button, and if you do, click the little bell next to it so it lets you know when my videos go live. Alrighty, so that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great remaining Friday. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday, I almost said Friday, on Monday for another edition of either Backlog Mail or Fresh Mail. So until then, folks, I say to all of you out there watching, laters!